Hello and good morning. So today I finally added in a couple things that I was actually planning to do for a good while now. Actually was saying I was going to do like a whole Front Mission vs. Gundam thing. It's friggin' over a month ago, and never really got around to it. So completely forgot about that idea. Ended up seeing a thing from one of Buster's things yesterday. That somebody submitted a thing from, I think it was Front Mission 4 or something. And I was thinking, because I got in a conversation with a guy about how it's similar to Crossback. I mean, it isn't really, but they use the same gun. Long story short, was thinking it would be kind of funny to see that thing fighting against Crossback. Well, instead going for a little bit of a different approach here. So this is going to be kind of a 2v2 type of thing. So you might be wondering, what the hell is this thing? Well, if anyone's... I seriously kind of doubt there's any overlap here whatsoever, but if anyone looking at this ever played Silent Storm, it was this World War II sci-fi kind of game, and towards the end of it they had these mech suits that showed up called Panzerkleins. So this is the first one that you see. It's just basically like this clunky metal friggin' suit with laser cannons on it. That's totally the kind of stuff you saw around World War II. That it was like this whole awesome thing where out of nowhere, you were dealing with all this like espionage and sneaking around and everything else, and like a single stray shot could have killed any one of your guys, and all of a sudden you have this friggin' tank suit, and you just like fire the cannons, and fires through 3 buildings and blows up a warehouse. It's like, wow, that is a very, very sudden power creep that just happened. But at any rate, I wanted to have essentially this one and this one fight against the two that I remember most from Mission 3. I haven't played the rest of the series. I've been meaning to for a while, but most of them are in Japanese, and I looked at Evolved, and that thing sucks. So that one's not going to happen. But, without further ado, let's see what happens here. Also probably helps if I don't exit out of the thing, huh? Alright. Let's have this thing fight the Kessel, I think. I might completely skipping past the team here. There we go. So I'm going to do best 2 out of 3 since there's more than one on each team this time. Personally, I think this one may go to the Klein, but we'll see. So the Kessel is one of the ones that you see show up relatively frequently. Actually, I had sound. I was kind of surprised it wasn't working there. Yeah, you see it show up relatively frequently in the early parts of Front Mission 3. It's kind of like this basic, chunky model. All super tanky and everything. Alright, so far... seems like it's going to the... Oh, no, there we go. Went to the Klein. It was a little bit hard to tell what was going on there, but yeah. Seems to have gone to the Klein. Alright, let's give this another go. And yeah, if anyone more familiar with that series sees this, well, just, yeah, let me know if there's other ones you want to see. Like, I don't know if there's more noticeable ones or whatever else. Basically, I just remember these clunky bastards, because, well, high health and stuff. And then the Kessel, or the Rexons, which were the purple haze ones, which I personally found hilarious, because they were like a friggin' skeleton. But yeah, no, my preferred style is just like out-healthing and out-DPSing and out-tanking everyone, so no thanks. Just basically stuck friggin' shields and high health on everyone, except for their respective skill learning part. And then just like rate of fire, like repeatedly doing rate of fire over and over and over. And then, yeah, pretty much just machine guns or shotguns on everyone. It wasn't exactly precise, but it was a pretty good steamroller. Alright, let's see how this thing does. Let's put him against the Big O here. And kind of for friggin' giggles, might as well have, what's it, the Kessel and the Big O have a fight. Because they both have parry blades. This thing's supposed to be going at longer range, but it doesn't seem to like doing so. I mean, there's still some stuff to work out on these, that's for sure. Alright, it is striking me here that this is not even close to a fight. Screw it, let's have these two models fight it out, why not? Not even gonna give that a second go, because that was very clear. This could go either way, it just depends on if he wants to get close or not. I feel like the Kessel or Kessel, whatever, I'd like to call him the Kessel, even if that spelling isn't exactly correct in that instance. Feels like it's got a pretty big advantage here, especially since the other one doesn't seem to like figuring out how range works. What part of long-range tendency do you not understand? Okay, never mind, he might be closing the gap here due to outright BS reasons. Nope, it's over. Alright. Yeah, this is actually the second thing that I would have considered putting together for the Kessel, or Kessel, or whatever. This one I feel fits the shape better. The other one that the Klein was using, generally, I don't know, it fits the general bulk better. Because it's got this, like, forward triangular type of shape to it, like a cone type of shape. But it's very pancakey. I guess that one's kind of up to interpretation. And by the way, I'm well aware that these are far from ideal loadouts for these guys, for either game, frankly. I just kind of figured I'd put a kind of varied kind of situation on what they would possibly have. You'd probably only have like one weapon and a shoulder weapon, or a shield and a weapon, or something like that, just to keep them light, but it just depends on how you want to do it. Personally, I'm a little bit bummed out that there weren't any mods that I could find for that game. Like for Premonition 3, seemed like the kind of thing that would be ripe for modding. But oh well, no such luck, I'm afraid. Actually, it's still kind of a downer that without specific firmware, it's impossible to get mods onto a Vita. Like mods for old PS1 games and whatever, or PSP games. Alright, well I guess in this case range didn't even matter, this one just ran out of ammo. Alright, well there you go, there's the question no one friggin' asked. And yeah, if you wanna give any recommendations on which other ones might be a bit more notable from the series, let me know. And yeah, just leave a message on there.